Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Good morning everyone.
Morning everyone.
Welcome back to Think on another beautiful day.
Yes.
Perfect temperature actually, it's a nice breeze, so we're going to crack on today with this pointing. Andy's had enough of lifting great big heavy stones for this week anyway, so we're going to get this half pointed in. We've got a wheelbarrow full of beautiful coloured marble stones.
Assorted colours,
that we showed you on the last video, that we're going to use to pop in between where the joints are. Too big really just to put loads of mortar, so we've got a few already scattered around.
Yes, I've picked out a few. We're gonna try and we need to work out a system. We're obviously going to use this watering can, wet it all down as we go. Bring the mixer out. I'll bring the mixers through. I'll sort the stoves out. You slap it in. Yeah, should we try that?
Sounds like a plan.
See how that works. Two chances, isn't there? Yeah. Right, let's crack on.
Let's crack on.
We've got a bucket of mortar. We're just going to wet. We're going to start over here. Just wet it. Hope you don't like water. Give it a good soak. That'll do for now. And then, as soon as my assistant gets here, Sharon's going to look at the colours in these now they're wet. We're probably going to jet wash it all down. Look at that. Beautiful. We're probably going to jet wash it all down when it's done. I'll lift these out now and start filling them in. That's everyone.
Right.
Whew. We shall update you in a moment. Right, so we're on plan B already. That mix didn't go anywhere. We've just made a double size mix, and we'll carry on and we'll come back to you in a bit.
Well, I think we've discovered it's going to be a very long job. 3 buckets of mortar. I've just gone round the plant here and towards that red stone, if you can see over there. I'm going to have a drink and then carry on. I can't believe it just goes nowhere. We will definitely need more sand and cement, but we could do what we can do. Well, it's not a lot to show for a day's work, is it? But we've used buckets and buckets of mortar, but we've got quite a few of these little stones in, dotted around, which not only makes it look better than great big thick joints, but it uses less mortar, so it's a win-win situation. So yeah, we'll crack on with it tomorrow, but for now, guess what? It's time for a nice cold beer.
Well, Emilio's been here all morning, trimming the olive trees. I don't know if you remember, I said on another video, an earlier video, a couple of videos ago, they only sort of fruit once every 2 years, and this year being the second year, we've got absolutely nothing. Basically what he said was they're really dry, so he's cutting them right back, and we've got a lot of branches with a lot of big thick on, which we're going to chop up, let dry out for a couple of years, and we'll use them for our barbecue. He's done 1, 2, 3, 5 more to do. Yeah, it's pretty good that he comes. They've been, well, I don't know, 100 plus years they've been farming olives and almonds, so they pretty much know what they're doing with them. They got the hang of it by now. As I said just then, normally on the alternate year we'll get a few fruits on them, but there's absolutely nothing this year, which is really unusual, and he said it's because it's so dry, hence the reason now he's cutting them right back, which is good because they don't take up as much space. But yeah, so that's happy days. Having the land is great, but the work that goes with it isn't necessarily, so it's good that he does come and do it for us. Plus we get 20 litres of olive oil every year as well, at least. Well, look at that behind me. Eh? We're not doing any pointing today. It looks like we might actually get some rain. The Met Office is giving a 55% chance of rain this afternoon. You never know. Hello, Dolly Tickle. What I'm going to do, I'm sure Amelia will be later doing the rest of these olives. I'm going to take all the little branches off these, separate them up while they're still green. Can you see that? You saw it before anyway. Take all the little branches off. Yeah, take all the big bits out, put them all in a pile, and hopefully get them cut up while it's still green. If it goes anything other than green, it's really difficult to cut. There's quite a few, so I'm just going to work my way up and sort them out. So I got 4 of the trees done. Emilia's just cut in the last 3, 4, I don't know how many we've got. We've got 5 of them done. He's just doing the last 3 now, and we've got quite a bit of wood there. Obviously it needs to dry out for a couple of years, but we've still got all this almond from 2 years ago that we're using on the barbecue. Now we've been experimenting with this and playing with it. Those of you who saw the build, you might want to go back and watch it, get one yourself, it's fantastic. But we're going to try and use it more as an oven now, using the firebox to keep this bit warm and up to temperature. We've got our 2 thermometers on each end for smoking and things, so you can control the temperature inside it. But to use it as an oven, I'm going to put another thermometer, this one, right in the middle at about cooking height there, because we're going to try and do a joint of lamb. So we'll give it a go. So I'm going to just drill a hole through it, stick this in, and then we'll let you know how it turns out. We won't bore you with the details, but we'll let you know how accurately we can measure the temperature and do it. All this thinking about wood and barbecues, you see. Oh, Alfie's up there. Makes us hungry. The pile, I'm just going through with steadily increasing bit sizes. It's not thin metal either. Okay, I'll carry on. There we go, it's very smart, isn't it? I got interrupted halfway through doing it. Emilio's finished the trees, and we were just talking about stones. He's had a look at the patio, and he's got a piece of land up the back there. He's just taken me up. It's not far away at all actually, and there are more flat stones than you could shake a stick at. So we've kind of solved our problem. Shame we had to go all that way the other day. They're on our doorstep, but we never saw them. But we'll definitely be going up there the next day or so to get the rest of our stones. And we know where we've got them for the future, because there's a lot more around the house we want to do as well. So that's happy days. Anyway, we're going to have a barbecue. So halfway through our barbecue, or cooking our joint, can you hear it? Big rumbles of thunder. We've just started getting a few heavy drops of rain. Whether it'll amount to anything, we don't know. We get this sort of on a regular basis. We get about 3 drops and it stops. So it's looking quite threatening though, but it's kind of blue over there. So we'll see what happens. In any case, the barbecue won't be affected by the rain. Here it comes. See how long this lasts. Righto, so we had 5 millimetres of rain last night. It rained for about 10 minutes, which is less than 1/4 inch, which brings the total for 2023 to now 25 millimetres, which is about 1 inch. Not a lot, but every little helps, as they say. The barbecue was a resounding success, so we learned something there. We're going to improve on that. So what we're doing now today, we've been delayed on the courtyard, on the patio, because we need to sort these olives out. What we're doing, picking them all up, putting them into piles, taking out all the big ones, sorting them out for barbecue wood, which we'll show you. And we've got 3 more to do. These will all go and feed the goats on the goat farm that's at the back of us over there. When they're all piled up like this, he'll come down with his wagon, and we'll just throw them in the back and off he'll go, and they'll be happy goats. But we don't want to leave them too long, because they'll dry out, and obviously they're not that good for food then for the goats. So yeah, that's the first job of the day. Right, all done. Just one left to do, which is this one here. I've got a few more big branches to strip down, but we're nearly there. And okay, we're all done. Someone's just trimming the little bits off our little logs. We've got a bit of a pile. All we've got to do now is chop them into barbecue sized pieces, stick them somewhere to dry out. We'll go and get a tub. Look at these two. Oh, ding and dong.
Andy's doing the wood, I'm going to crack on with this pointing. Slow process, as we said the other day, but it's got to be done. So, crack on.
Right, so there we go. Not a bad pile at all free. This is our current pile that we're using. That'll probably last us a couple of years anyway, by which time this will be ready, and no doubt we'll keep adding to this as time goes on. So with that done, I can now help Shannon with his pointing.
Mix number 2. First one didn't go anywhere. But yeah, slowly. At least it's not too hot today after that rain. It's quite nice actually, so that's good.
Now Sharon's shoving the mortar in and looking for suitable sized stones to fill gaps in. And it's got a lovely long thin blue one that should go in here. Where we can. It's our artistic touch coming out, artistic side coming out.
I think I've ever had one. My mother will vouch for that.
There we go. Lovely. Carry on. So while Sharon's doing that, there's not a lot the two of us can do. I'm going to take this bit of fence out here. I'm going to take this whole fence down, I think, for now at least. We don't need it at the moment, and we've got a great space there for bikes, buggy, keep them out of the sun, keep them protected from the weather and the elements. I think I'm just going to, for now, just take this middle post out so I can get the buggy straight in under there for cover. Shouldn't be too difficult. If we ever need it again, we can always put it back up. Let's see what happens. Yep, should go bing when I cut these. And there we go. Alright then. Come on. Okay. Nearly there. Right. Fab. I'll get it rolled up and get rid of this. Come on. Right, I'll just hammer these ends down so they don't sticking up being sharp. They're pretty flush. You can't be too careful, they go through a tyre. I know, so with all that one out of the way, we've got Hosey Manuel coming in a little bit just to collect the branches, all the big piles, and we're going to make a crack on with this. We've lost quite a bit of time on it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be filling all these bigger gaps in, and Sharon's going to carry on potting it up, hopefully with smaller gaps, which will make it go a bit quicker and a bit easier. So I've already put a couple in here and over there, so I'm going to get another mix on. Sharon will be joining me shortly, and then we'll crack on.
Well, Andy's done a good job of filling in a lot of these big joints here. So I'm on now with the pointing. Because he did try a bit this morning, but he said to me, I'll leave it to you, I haven't got patience. Surprise, surprise. Although he did do all that pointing on the wall, so I can't complain. And I don't mind, I find it quite therapeutic. The sun is shining, we're all happy. So I'll crack on.
Right, so while Sharon's doing that, so I need to fill some bigger holes in. I'm going to look at this bench. We had a couple of great suggestions about getting stools to put round it. The problem we've got is this trough that runs down here climbs up quite steeply at that end, and it's dished as well. And even putting a chair on it, they're really wobbly and not so great. Hence the reason I want to put a fixed bench out here to sit on. But these are too low, so the first thing I need to do, I think, is get them off. So we go. Ugh. Well, that's not a good start with a flat battery. I'll go and get another one and I'll carry on. Right, they're out of the way. Just got to flap this now and clean this all up so there's no sharp edges or anything. And yeah, it's ready to have the bench bit made for it. Whether I get that done today or not, I don't know, or even soon, but at least we've got a bit of preparation for it.
So Jose Manuel's here now, collecting all the olive branches. His digger. Nice to have the drive back, nice and tidy. Meanwhile, back in the courtyard.
Yes, Sharon's done a sterling job.
I've got on quite well today. It is quite back-breaking. It's not heavy work, but you're bending over, and I'm starting to feel it now on my back, so that's me for today. We need to crack a few more coloured stones because it's looking really nice with the blue and the red.
Yes, amazing, unique.
But it's not easy cracking these things, so that might be a job for Andy tomorrow,
Yes.
amongst other things. But for now, I think we're going to call it a day.
Yeah, very pleased with it. He's done a cracking job there.
Yeah.
It's looking really nice.
Yeah,
It's going to be
I'm
fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's us then. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you aren't a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel.
Yeah.
The little button down below. And then we'll be back with some more Think Alive on Sunday. Well done.